Hi everybody, it's game day. It's football game day. It's Arlo. With me, with Arlo and my dad, Jared. He will be on the channel. So we are going to, what?
Go ahead.
We are going to be talking about the Green Bay Packers and the Washington Commanders. But Green Bay is home. So this should be a good game. Dad, who are you taking?
I'm going to go with the Packers 27-20.
Don't go. I'm going to go with Washington 27-30. I think this is going to be an offensive game. Let me tell you why. Micah Parsons, coming off an injury. He did not play that well. I did not watch the whole game, but I don't think he did as well as he would normally do versus the Lions last week. I think that is an amazing start for the Packers. You got to remember, the Lions are a pretty good team. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff, all of them. But that was a really, really good game for the Green Bay Packers. And I think that they should put up a good fight in their stadium. But the thing is that Washington. Their pass game cannot be stopped. And I feel like if their offensive line is good enough, which we've seen from the previous game versus New York Giants, if their offensive line can do that good versus a pretty good defense on New York and a pretty good defense in Green Bay, defensive line in Green Bay, they can do pretty good. New York Giants does have a pretty solid defense. They suck. I think they always will. But they are a pretty solid defense. And I think with the new addition to Washington's passing game with Deebo Samuel will definitely help. Dad, what do you think about that Deebo Samuel trade? I mean, he went from one side to the other side of the country, West Coast to East Coast. What do you think about that?
Give me a one-way ticket. I definitely think it was a good trade for Washington. I think they got the better of the deal. I honestly don't know what they gave up to get him, but he's definitely an impact player. Definitely was a difference maker in the game against the Giants. So he's definitely a good addition. Green Bay's secondary last week, I thought, held up really well against Detroit's receivers. So we'll see what happens tonight. I think it should be a good game, a solid game. Washington's definitely a solid team. Definitely should be in the playoff hunt. I just don't think in Green Bay against what that team looks like they're going to put on the field this year if they stay healthy and the home field advantage that Washington can win the game on the road. But they are definitely a good team. I think it'll be a good game.
Me too. But one thing that I want to focus on is, correct me if I'm wrong, is Fred Warner in Washington?
Honestly, don't remember.
Me neither. You guys tell me in the comments. It is Fred Warner in Washington. I can't remember. I will look it up later, but let me know in the comments if he is or not. I think that this Washington secondary, defense overall, I was going to say defensive line, but defense overall held Russell Wilson to, I think, under 50 passing yards. That is very hopeful. And for the Packers, holding the Lions to get the victory, that's very hopeful for the Packers too. But you got to remember, Terry McLaurin, Jaden Daniels, even Deebo Samuel, very dangerous. Okay, so this pass rush for the Packers is gonna have to step it up a little bit, other than what they played. I mean, I know that they played Jared Goff, but I don't know who would be a better QB if you put them face to face. I think Goff's stats will be better, but based on last year and last week's performance, Jaden Daniels is really good and might be the better QB in a few years. I don't know. He might be the better QB in a few years. I think when he gets to the point in Goff's career, he will be better. But that's my opinion. But I think that if this Green Bay team is going to have a shot at winning this game, they are definitely going to want to definitely make Jaden Daniels worry. You know, he's not going to want to be in the situation where he's getting rushed by Micah Parsons and all of those nice defensive ends. The defensive ends is what you mainly have to focus about. They have a pretty good defensive rush. And I want to talk about the fact that they traded Jair Alexander. Why?
Still scratching my head there.
Same. I mean, I understand you have Micah Parsons. That was probably the best player on your defense.
You know what, though? They didn't really seem to miss a beat without him, so maybe it was a good trade. I mean, a few years ago when the whole Aaron Rodgers saga was going on and all that drama, and, you know, I kind of looked at the Packer management and thought, you know, why they don't bring in more skilled players, and because they seem committed to keeping Rodgers, so why not build around him, and they weren't doing that. And I felt kind of like that was a mistake on their part, but it looks to me, in the end, they seem to kind of know what they're doing because they let Rodgers go. Rodgers is, other than last week, he played well, but he hasn't really done anything Aaron Rodgers-like since he left. And the team still went to the playoffs. They look good this year, so I think maybe the Packer management knows better what they're doing with their team than I ever would.
Yes, and I think they probably do because, you know, we're not the Packers, man.
And don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to, put your score predictions in the comments.
Yes, put them before the game starts. I know how many I can see on my account. If I look at my comments, I can see when they were posted. So no cheating. No cheating. Okay? Post them before the game if you're seeing this. Be honest, okay? Don't wait till after. But I really feel like the passing game is what they're going to have to worry about. Definitely the running game for Washington was really good last year. You got to remember that they played a not-so-good team at all. The Giants will never be good because they cannot focus on a quarterback. That's why they suck. They always will. But I feel like this team, this is going to be a good fight. My mom versus my grandpa. My mom is not going to like this at all. She already doesn't. If you watch a short from this morning, you can see why. But, we're going to talk about a little bit more, and we'll wrap up in a few minutes. Okay? And, so what I want to focus on is the secondaries. Okay? The secondaries for Washington. Let's focus on them. Holding Malik Neighbors. I'm sure you guys would know who Malik Neighbors is. One of the best college recruits, or one of the best draft picks that could be picked out of the 2024 class of draft picks. He did get 71 yards passing, but on 12 targets. 6 receptions, 12 targets. This Washington defense of secondary did not make it easy for him. And the tight ends, I haven't even heard who they are for the Giants because they did not do good. I can tell. We got to talk about Amon-Ra St. Brown. What happened with this Packers defense? I would think with him, he's way better than that. I know he's way better than that. He's one of my favorite receivers. But I don't know if it was something with Jared Goff in the passing game, the bad offensive line. I don't know. I think the Lions' offensive line is pretty good. But I definitely think that the Packers secondary is pretty good too. So this is why I'm picking such a offensive game, because of the passing games. The passing game, I feel as if Washington is going to make the passing game their priority, and Green Bay is gonna make their running game priority. And that's really all I have. Dad, you want to add anything?
No, I think you covered it all, Arlo. Like and subscribe. Put your pre-game prediction scores in the comments if you want to. And then tomorrow or tonight after the game is over, we'll see how many people got it right.
Let us know if you have any suggestions for me on what to do or what websites you want me to check out. If you have a YouTube channel, I can check that out. If you want me to check out your YouTube channel, let me know if you have any score predictions for Sunday's games, because that will be I will be making a video about that Sunday morning, so make sure you guys can tune in for that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Thank you.